What's up, everybody?
Hey guys! Usually at the beginning I move a little so people see us moving and they're like, what is that? Alright. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. If you guys are here live, hashtag hello and smash that heart button. I want the rest of the group to know that this is happening because I have the one and only Doug Boughton in the house. And Doug has done a lot of amazing things with ClickFunnels. People call you the ClickFunnels guy now. Do you know that?
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you have the ClickFunnels guy on? And I'm like, his name is Doug, but I'll call him the ClickFunnels guy from now on.
Dougie Funnels.
Dougie Funnels, yes. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. All right, so we're going to get right on in this. So the goal of this interview today is to deliver you guys value. Sometimes I know I bring people in and it's like pitchy, but I want this to be super valuable and you guys learn a lot because this is affiliate marketing. This whole group is about affiliate marketing and you guys are very familiar with One Funnel Away Challenge and ClickFunnels. And let me know in the comments if you have ClickFunnels or not, all right? Okay, so, all right, Doug, let me know if, give me your origin story a little bit, if for those of you in my audience who don't know who you are.
Yeah, absolutely. So I found all of this amazing marketing and online marketing basically back in college. So in college, I took out a lot of student loans to go to college. I'm sure a lot of you guys have as well. The thing about me is I never was able to finish school because in my 5th year, I did a 5-year program. I was unable to get a cosigner for my last year's student loan. I was already, I didn't know this, but I was $114,000 in debt in student loans. I thought I was only $58,000, but
shit.
Yeah. So could you imagine that? I got a phone call and they're like, oh, your first payment's due. Here's your total amount and here's your monthly payment. And I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. And they said, well, that $56,000 is accrued interest since the day that you signed those notes. And I didn't know anything about that. I never read, stubborn me, I'm 18. I'm not going to go through like the fine print, right? I was the first one in my family to go to college. So they never really understood student loans. And yes, my student loans pretty much doubled. And then I didn't have a degree. So now I'm working in 100% commission sales job going door to door. And I'm training teams and things like that. And I had to give up a lot of sales some days to like help my team out. So I was barely making ends meet. So I had to find something else I could do. So I obviously found out about like internet marketing and making money online. And I got involved in network marketing. Someone knew I was like a good salesperson. So they're like, you'd be great for this. Come over to my house. I'm going to talk to you. And boom, meeting. I'm like, oh,
they sold you.
You know what? But I did it. I was hungry. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was ACN. We were selling like phone systems and things like that. But
oh, I heard of ACN.
Yeah.
Donald
Trump was a spokesperson back then when I was, but I don't know. I made good money here and there with things. Like I jumped around a ton, like anybody coming into this world, we have shiny object syndrome. Don't got the blinders on. We don't know what to do. So yeah, I spent probably like 6 years just jumping around, did well in some companies. And then you know how it works. Some companies just fall apart and you lose your entire team. So I hit a certain wall and I was like, I'm done with this. Like I can't keep doing this. I can't keep my energy into things that are going to just disappear overnight. So I actually got a full-time sales job. It was my first like career. And they actually never even asked about my degree, but on my resume, it said I went to college. So I got this like $80,000 a year job. I was making sales commission on high-end maintenance packages for video surveillance systems. So from there, I just kind of got bored of like, you show up on Monday and your boss and you make this fake ass conversation. And I'm just like, I couldn't stand it. Like the corporate world, like I couldn't align with them. I wasn't the same as them. So I kept looking. I kept on looking for something, and I stumbled upon ClickFunnels, and I saw this ad. And there was this like person in an octagon rink, and they were like racing to see who could build the website faster. There's a developer, and then there was a ClickFunnels person, and she like finished a landing page in 10 minutes. I'm like, that's the software I need, you know? So that's how I found ClickFunnels.
Nice.
Yeah.
And when was this?
This was October 2016. I signed up. Yeah.
And
So
go ahead.
I've been using ClickFunnels a lot longer, but I just recently like actually took it seriously. Like 2 years, I kind of dabbled with it. I didn't really do anything with it. You know, I built my own website with it, my own landing page, but never built an email list. I kind of just like, I was a dabbler still, you know?
Yeah, no, I heard about ClickFunnels in 2016 too.
Yeah.
And I made a very simple site and I made $7,000 from it. But
Wow.
after that, I felt like it was a lot of work because I was selling a service and I was like, oh no, this is so much work. I have to do all this work and service these people. No way. And then so it was a $7,000 failure. Like I got $7,000, but I didn't continue from it and I just failed. And it wasn't until I came back and I was like, okay, it's time to do this the right way that I actually saw success. Hey guys, hey Kevin, hey Jeffrey. Oh, having a lot of trouble with conversions. That's what Jeffrey is saying. Hey Alicia, hey Kate, hey Kevin, hey Matthew, hey Brian, hey Timothy. Thanks you guys for joining. Hashtag 101 if you guys are here for Doug. And let me know if you have any questions at all regarding, oh shoot, did it, I hope it's still going.
Yeah, I see. We're still going. We're good.
My screen went black for a reason. But anyway. Okay, it's still going. What I want to ask you is that what did you do differently this time and how did you manage to get so many people? Like people struggle to do affiliate marketing. Sometimes it's hard. How did you get so many, like what did you do differently? Because you didn't run ads and I know friends who run, they spent hundreds of thousands in paid ads, like ridiculous. And they didn't get the kind of success you got organically. And that blew my mind.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is how it all went down. Like 2 years of dabbling with ClickFunnels. I knew I'd like the software. I loved the design aspect. I had picked up, at the time I was working at a restaurant, they needed some help with their website. Not that you could build websites with ClickFunnels, but you can. I did. And as long as I rank them on local Google Maps, it's good. And then I built 2 sales funnels for them off of that main homepage website with the menu on it. I built an anniversary funnel and a birthday funnel. So then I realized that we're building our email list very quickly. And now we have email lists we can market to birthdays every single month now. We were filling up events, selling them out, beer tastings, wine tastings, things like that. So I'm like, you know what? I could probably do this as a service for other restaurants. So over those 2 years, I spent time getting more clients, but restaurant owners are difficult and they're not easy to work with and they're kind of cheap. So I was getting like $500 a month from each client. I was, low, like underestimating my value, which I learned quickly, starting out. But you know what? They all bought their own ClickFunnels account. So I had a few affiliates. I had 4 affiliates. A couple dropped, I gained a couple, whatever. But this past November, I left my full-time job and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do this right unless if I go all in and go out there and do this full-time. And by January, I was negative my bank account, ready to go back and pick up tables on the weekend, bartending, serving. And but then the One Funnel Away Challenge came around. And when it first launched, I didn't have a Facebook group yet, but I spent time just talking to people, meeting people online, having just relationships, building through Messenger, finding out like where they're at, what they're working on. And if ClickFunnels was a good fit and if One Funnel Away Challenge was a good fit, I would make them an offer. And what I found was the people were like receptive to it. And I signed up 22 people into the first One Funnel Away Challenge, made $2,200. That was like the most money I've ever made in affiliate before. And then I started thinking like, I can't really scale messaging people. That's just not possible. So I decided like, I have to look at everyone that's having success and see what they're doing. And I found all the people having success had Facebook groups. And I started a Facebook group. So I knew that I needed a strong offer if I wanted to stand out. And I tried to think like, okay, who am I attracting here? I am the avatar because I love ClickFunnels. And I was thinking of like, what did I struggle with when I first found ClickFunnels? I was spending time on Google YouTube, trying to like write to support. And I said, when I figure all this stuff out, I'm going to make a free course and put in free trainings on how to like set up your automations, set up a sales page, add products, take payments, include Zapier and Stripe, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I did. I created a full course and I basically gave away to anyone that joined my group for free. So my group kind of like, it really blew up fast. And I had nothing to offer because I don't have my own products. So I said, you know what, I'm going to focus on selling one funnel away challenge. And like, if I could sell 22 of them without a group, and I've got all these people joining my group every day, what could I do to get them involved? So what I did was I used obviously the Facebook funnel. If you guys are watching, you don't know what the funnel is. It's your cover photo as an offer, join your group, and then they click to join. And then you ask them 3 questions. My questions are, do you use ClickFunnels? Yes or no? Number 2 is, what do you want to learn most about ClickFunnels, right? So you're doing customer research and you teach them what they say they want to learn. Number 3 was, what's your email address so I could send you my free digital marketing course? So that's what I did. And of course I use ConvertKit or Group Convert, sorry.
Group Convert, yes.
Group Convert. And, you know, it's funny because everyone that says no, they don't have ClickFunnels, I now reach out to them, establish a relationship and say, whenever you're ready, here's what I offer to people that sign up to ClickFunnels with me. So that's how I hit the dream car so quickly. But the Sell One Funnel Away challenge, the way I did was I created a webinar using the perfect webinar script. And I just went through my typical story into an offer. And basically once that was done, I made it my pinned post. So then every time I welcome a new batch of people to the group, I would say, welcome to the group, go watch this free webinar on XYZ. And I think it was at the time like how I made $2,200 in a week selling this 30-day challenge. And through that automation, essentially it's automated, I sold over 600 people into the One Funnel Away challenge. So.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that you sold it on an automated webinar.
Yeah, through a Facebook group though. There was no landing pages or anything like that. It was my pinned post in my Facebook group. Yeah.
Holy shoot.
Yeah, right. So I said, welcome to the group, go watch this webinar. And that was it. And then, you know, I'd answer questions, answer my messages. And yeah, I think it's all about having a really strong offer. And when you're selling, especially, it doesn't matter if it's ClickFunnels products or not, you got to think to yourself, what kind of problems are being caused from this product? And with the One Funnel Away challenge, the problem was overwhelm. People are brand new going through this intense training. Like it took me 2 or 3 times to go through it to actually like apply it to my own funnel. And I think that they couldn't get their questions answered in the big group because Stephen Larson had thousands of people on the lives every day. So I said, you know, if you join the challenge through me, I will have a private group. I'm going to recap all these 2-hour-long trainings into 15-minute segments. So you don't have to spend 2 hours a day going through it. I'll give you my notes. I'll give you a 15-minute recap. I'll sign the homework. And then you can ask me all the questions you have to ask. So that's what I did for 30 days straight. And I thought that was a pretty powerful bonus, you know, to just really just give people what they need, which is the support.
Oh yeah, like people join offers because of that support and because of the community that's around it. And if you're leading them and you're providing that much support, that's a lot of support. Like being able to shortcut their time is probably what they're getting with your offer. And I think in terms of just any program out there, people buy because it allows them to shortcut their time. They don't have to sit through the 2-hour webinar and you give them those notes. So what you're doing, it makes me feel like this is probably how people should approach their niches. And for me, like I'm beginning to brainstorm for me how I help people have apps. And I do have a webinar that runs, but I feel like I don't have a Facebook group funnel for that. I don't have a funnel or a Facebook group that is free for that. It's more like if they pay for the $997 level or $5,000 level that they go into my world, or $10,000 level. And so it's making me think very differently. And
Create a
guys,
community. Yeah. Get them over here. Let's get to work.
yeah, let's get to work. Kevin says, must be nice being lucky. You should go to Tovia's. What's that? Oh,
Probably,
Vegas. You should go
probably
to Vegas.
casino. Probably casino. Oh, he meant Vegas. Yeah, but luck. I don't think luck has anything to do with it, honestly. It's funny. It reminds me of a sales coach I had when I was younger. I'd say good luck in the field, and he's like, luck has nothing to do with it. It's perseverance. It's hard work. It's doing customer research, finding out what your people need, and being there to support them. So, it was a lot of work, like 30 days of going live every day and like recapping. It would take me at least 2 hours to go through the trainings, another half an hour to make the actual slide decks, and then upload them into a course area and where they would they could download the slides in the video. So, but it wasn't for anything, because all that content I was creating, I then put into a members area. And then the third round of the One Funnel Away Challenge, my new bonus was, hey, I got this free course that has all the recaps with my notes, so it became another bonus on top of my bonus. And every month of a new challenge, I would add to that offer stack. So people that bought the challenge before would be inclined to buy it again just to get my bonuses. Some people weren't even doing the challenge. They were just buying it to get my bonuses again.
Oh, yeah. Your bonuses are awesome. If that's what it is. It's a recap of the challenge.
Yeah.
They could do it in a shorter amount of time.
Yeah.
Of course. And also, people who buy One Funnel Away Challenge, they usually, like, a lot of them buy it again and again. Like, they go through it the second, third time, even though it's only been around for 3 rounds now, maybe.
This year, I think it's a little bit more. I think it's like 5. They might be in their 5th round right now. Yeah.
Shoot. Wow.
But now they're doing it every other month. So there was the last one was I think I want to say June 17th. The next one's August 5th. So now they're like doing it every month and a half or so. And now I hear there's something called OFA Platinum coming out. So I'm interested to see. It's supposed to be a higher ticket One Funnel Away Challenge. So I'm really curious to see what that's all about. I haven't heard anything besides that though.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Hey Amberlyn. Hey Chris. Chris says, hey Doug and Kim.
Oh, what's up, Chris? I like Chris. Chris is the man.
Yes, he is. Chris is the man. Kevin says, I get it, man. I just was congratulating your effort in your customer service acquisition process. I like how you develop the relationships with the customers. Heather says, how were you getting traffic? So Heather, he was explaining how he was getting traffic, which, correct me if I'm wrong, but you created a profile funnel that led to your Facebook group that offered what your offer was to shortcut their One Funnel Away Challenge with your notes and with pre-recorded teachings from you and everything. And then they would go in and then you would do a post where the welcome post leads them to your webinar. Mm-hmm. So they're going in for that thing and then they're watching a webinar for your offer.
Yes. Yeah. So they come in, they go to the welcome post. The welcome post would give them my free course. It would give them all the information they need in the group, what it's all about. And then it would redirect them to, said, click here to watch this training. And I forget the name of the title, but the title was an interesting hook. And that would send them over to the training. And then I would just see people commenting on the training and then asking me for my affiliate link, which, it's funny because people ask for links, but it's right there. It's all in the group, but they just want to be like, they want to be walked through the process. But about the traffic though, because I understand that you could start a Facebook group and you could make an awesome looking cover photo that says, join my Facebook group. Here's what you're going to get. Here's the call to action, but you still got to get people looking at your profile, right? So you got to think like, who wants the One Funnel Away Challenge or who wants your offer? And for me, it was like anyone who owns a business, entrepreneurs, and I tried to stay away from the ClickFunnels groups because it was at a certain point became oversaturated, a lot of negativity in there. So I kind of removed myself from that situation. And now you got to think about like the obstacles, the way, like what are you struggling with? What can people relate to you about? And for me, it was my student loan debt. And I know people that are in debt, they want a way out. they're willing to starve themselves, literally. Like that's what they do. They buy like ramen and they don't like whatever. So I said, these guys want to make money. They're hungry. So I join a bunch of groups that are related to that. And I post my story. I show them paying off my debt and like like I pay off like large chunks of debt and post my thing and make a story post. Then they click on my name to see who I am, and they're like, oh, I got this Facebook group. So of course, like they want to know what I'm doing. So you spark curiosity. And I'm in about 10 groups like that I go and I post at least every other day and I comment in almost daily. So it's a little bit of work, but I was able to grow my group to almost 4,000 people that way, because it's all from just them looking at your profile and seeing your offer and going through your Facebook funnel.
Yeah, I feel like it's that thing that it hits you really hard when you realize what you have to do. And from struggling with one funnel, and it takes you forever to build one funnel, to like creating all this training, being really active in the groups and doing all these things, someone beginning don't even know the level of dedication and the work that comes into your overnight success, right?
Yeah.
No idea. They don't know what they don't know. And that's why I bring you into my group and my audience, because I really want them to understand it's not about going in and building one funnel and thinking that your one funnel should save you forever. Like it requires a lot of dedication and a lot of work, but it's all very necessary. It's not the point where you're like, oh, well, this is too much work. I would rather go and work somewhere else, or I would rather be where I am. It's like, no, this is the reality of it. It takes a lot of work, more than you think it does. But at one point, you begin to see a lot of the benefits that come back, and it just scales really fast versus like, little by little. It could go very quickly. And that's a lesson that unless you're in it, you won't learn. And if you're outside of it looking in, you have a lot of misconceptions about it.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
I do. And I'm glad, like, I enjoy doing what I do, because it's rewarding. Like I love to work. I don't have to work as much as I do, but I just right now, with the way of producing content and the things I'm getting done, it's going to work for me long term. Once this is finished, like I'm thinking like 2 weeks, I'm going to be able to just like sit back and maybe work 2 hours a day to do sales calls. And that's pretty much going to be it. And then I can even start outsourcing, which is cool. And, I know there was a quick question too. Jade asked, can I set up a link on my welcome post that takes new members to join my email list that did not fill out the questions? So here's the thing, Jade. Honestly, I know you probably want to grow your group really quickly and you want to accept everybody, but I wouldn't accept anybody that doesn't fill out my questions, because if they're not going to fill out the questions, they're not going to be active participants in your community. They're probably going to end up spamming your community. That's just my take on that. So I wouldn't even bother with that. But what I would do is when you accept them to the group, have a chat bot set up in your welcome post that says, get notified when I go live, click here. And then you could do what Kim does, where she sends out broadcasts before she goes live, which is a really smart move. But yeah, don't accept anybody unless if they're filling out the question. That's just my opinion. Maybe that's not everybody's opinion, but I think you should really qualify the people joining your group.
And Mark says, any high ticket sales success stories?
So not yet. I am launching a 90-day program at the end of the month. So it's going to be a 5K program, and it's 90 days, and I've got it all mapped out. So we're going to see how it goes. I've hired a team out in San Diego that's helping me with my sales through Messenger, through calls, setting up systems. So I'm finally like feeling like this is like a real business, because like a few months ago it wasn't. I was all over the place. I had no calendar. I had no Calendly link. I had no SOPs. I had no Google Drive. And now like I'm getting there. It's like getting organized, and the more organized you are, it just makes your life easier. And I'm getting ready to hire my first virtual assistant. So that's going to be nice to have some help. Definitely need that.
Where are you hiring from?
I don't know because right now I have my brother. He's home from college for the summer, so I have him here about 25 hours a week, and he's helping me with content, and he's making all the SOPs for me, so we can hand them over to a VA. But I don't know if you have any advice on that. I'd love to know. And I was going to talk to Rachel, and we're going to be in Florida next week, so I know she's like the outsourcing queen, so I'm going to pick her brain.
Rachel. Rachel found some of her really good people in her followers, but she has a guy who's really good at copywriting, and he was like doing a lot of her initial work, and he's from New York, so
Oh wow,
it's not like Philippines.
Yeah.
But she does have help from virtual assistants from across the world as well. But some of the main people that she has works in the US.
Yeah.
And I myself have actual live staff. So I have live staff and then I have virtual staff. And what I found is that if they need to do sales, you can actually get some people who are bilingual from El Salvador, and they know Spanish and English, and they can speak to both. And they have call center with backup computer, backup IT, and they are paid. I mean, for us, we pay them $10, $11 an hour for them, but that is 2.5 times the rate of their income. So they're paid really well, and they get full benefits and everything like that at that level. You're not getting someone hit or miss. And so that company is actually by uassist.me, and they're really reliable. And if that person bounces for some reason, they like have backup people waiting around. So I recommend them. It's less hit or miss. It's more like there. But there's also, have you heard of Nathan Hirsch? He has free.
I've heard the name.
Yeah, he has Free Up, and Free Up is, he vets every single developer who enters there. And Chris actually uses Free Up. And what they do is they have a good affiliate program where they will pay you 50 cents every single time someone signs up under you, 50 cents per the dollar that they, the hour that they charge. Wow. So I actually see like a lot of affiliate commissions come in from them, and they just send it over to you via PayPal, and you get paid every 2 weeks. So it's pretty frequent, more frequent than Net 45 or something like that. So with Free Up, there's an affiliate program and vetted developers, but you get assigned one, and then you go through one at a time. With You Assist Me, they also assign you one. With Upwork, it's hit or miss completely, and I don't recommend Upwork for finding a virtual assistant. But there's also, if you go and post on Craigslist and have that be a local thing, then you can find someone locally who will show up. However, I was advised not to bring people to your house. Yeah, I was advised to not do that. And those are from my own life experience. I'm pretty sure Rachel has pretty good advice for you, because she at one point she hired like 20 virtual assistants to do stuff. So she was like a hiring. But let's see. I do want some of the people who are coming in, if they have a question, to answer them. Hey, Greg. Hey, Jake. Hey, Kevin. If you guys are here, smash that heart button and hashtag 99. I want some more engagement here. And also Jade asked, I had a problem. Friends invited friends, and they don't see the questions. What do you do with that?
I think I turned off that off, the ability to invite. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I think I could have sworn that they still have to get approved. That's a good question. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that, to be honest. But I
don't have friends invite friends that much for my group.
That's a good question. I'm not sure about that one.
Kevin does 66. Nice, Kevin. Thanks. It's awesome. All these stories do not get me down. They motivate me more and more, so I keep going. Oh, that's so awesome, Kevin. I feel like it's a long road sometimes, you know?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like, some people, they get these, things in their heads, and the mindset is like the biggest shift for me. And I think it was from going to Funnel Hacking Live, like how like things just triggered for me, like seeing these people walk stage and they talk about their business as like they set a goal. Let's say you want to do $1 million this year. You have $1,000 course. You need to sell 1,000 of those. So how many you have to do a month, per week, per day? You set your goals, you hit them. You build an affiliate team, have your affiliates out there selling. If you could have affiliates sell 500 of your courses and you could sell 500, you're a 2 Comma Club member. I know $1 million is still a lot of money, not to like negate that, but when you make the formula and the process and set the goals, it becomes a lot more achievable. And like things like that blew my mind. And then like people get frustrated sometimes when they see people having success and they're envious. And it's because that they're basically like overvaluating other people's situations and undervaluating their own. And I think it's important to like focus on yourself. Like if you're better than you were last month, that's the only thing you should compare yourself to, because I know it's easy to get down. I know I've done it. I've been there. Like 6 months ago, I was really negative in my bank account when I started my Facebook group. So I was always looking at people like, how is this guy charging 10 grand for a funnel? I can't even get $500. But it's like the worst thing you could do is start comparing yourself to these experts. Just take it one step at a time and focus, get that skill and go and learn a new skill.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel like for me to have success, I have to stay up. I have to do those late nights, and I have to be obsessed. Like I have to be obsessive for a little period before I can like sit back and relax.
Yeah. I mean, you have fun. I always see you at the pool, the spa, the mountains, climbing. I'm like, yo, what's Kim doing? I'm hanging out with her next week.
It's my life. I'm going to be in San Diego.
You gotta work. Yeah. Work and you got to play. You got to have fun. You got to travel. That's why we do this, to go do the things that we love to do and share it with people that we love to do it with, so.
Yeah. Oh, wait, let's see.
Oh, we got Andrew on. What's up, Andrew?
Hey. My group is for, what were you going to say?
That's why I'll be out in San Diego visiting with Andrew at his mastermind. Where are you going to be? You're going to a mastermind at that same weekend, I think you said.
Yeah, right? Andrew is in the same mastermind under the Alex.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm going to see him, I think, for 3 days.
Cool.
If he shows up. I don't know. Maybe he's doing his own thing with you guys. Who knows?
Yeah, it's the 25th to the 29th, so.
Oh, yeah. My thing starts the 31st to the
Okay, so it's after.
So, So he planned it. So he.
Perfect.
It's like right before his own event or his own mastermind. Hey, Angie. Hey, Michael. Hey, guys. Hey, Greg. Guys.
What's up, everybody?
Heart button. If you're getting value from Doug's insight and his advice and, this interview, let us know by smashing the heart button and also hashtagging 2. Okay, just hashtag 2. And let me know you are there and you're getting value from this. And also ask questions, because I feel like Doug approached this a little bit differently than a lot of people. He did it in a way where he had a webinar, and I think that that's freaking brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, people thought I was crazy for having a webinar for a $100 product, but you know what? Webinars sell. Like you wanna create income, have a webinar. You want more money, have a webinar. Message people, have relationships. That's all what it's all about.
Yeah, I have a webinar and it sells, and I feel like whenever I do live webinars, they sell. And it's so cool now that Funnel Scripts let you do the, just the script for a whole webinar. Did you spit that out from Funnel Scripts? Funnel Scripts?
No, I actually have Funnel Scripts, but I don't use it, which is crazy. I bought the full year of the ClickFunnels and it came free with that and like a bunch of other stuff, but I've been so busy building out my own content, and my course is launching soon. So I've kind of been like deep in there. I said, once I launch it, I'm going to go check out Funnel Scripts. But honestly, I watched so many webinars. I feel like I understand the script and I understand my audience and I know the way that they like to digest information, and I do it in a different way. I don't follow the script perfectly, but you kind of learn to adapt like through running webinars. You could see when people are dropping off and when people aren't entertained, and you change the webinar and do it again. So that's the beautiful thing. You already have the slides, go make your adjustments and go redo it. It doesn't take you more than an hour. So.
Yeah, I feel like success really leaves clues. Well, that has nothing to do with what you just said, but when you were saying it, I was thinking the way that you approach things, which I see a lot of successful people. When they have that cash flow come in, they immediately, pay off debt or reinvest in themselves. Mm-hmm. And I see you reinvest in yourself with your cash flow in a team, in a mastermind, in, all these things. And some people, when they have that success, they just go and they spend the money on stuff. And you are taking it really seriously. You're like,
yeah, I want to get out of debt this year. So I want $97,000 in debt is going to be erased by probably the end of October, I'm thinking. So my goal was the end of the year. So either way, I've been paying back that student loan for over 10 years now, and at one point I was paying $650 a month in just interest only payment. So if you're paying that's $650 a month in just interest. If you never paid $1 more, you'd be paying that for the rest of your life. So and then I want to go help people that are stuck in debt and like don't have any hope, and they're like, I'm going to be doing this forever in my 9-to-5, living check to check, when they don't realize what's out there that they could do something better. You know what I mean? So that's really what I've found. And it's funny because I used to avoid talking about my debt. I never used to talk about it. No one knew I didn't finish college. I used to hide that stuff. Now I speak about it because people that hear that, it resonates with them. And then they want to know like how I'm doing it, and they could do it for themselves. So now it's something I'm very vocal about.
Yeah. For me, I still think about like what to, your message, right? Like that resonates with a lot of people. Like when you stop hiding, when you are your genuine self and you show everything, not everything, but you show the things that have caused you pain, then a lot more people are going to follow you. Versus, hey, if your life is all fine and dandy, which I still am struggling with because I'm like, oh yeah, my life is pretty good, right? I don't know what. Now I need to think about like suffrage, and I can't. So
some people have it well, and there's nothing wrong with that. And just people starting out, everyone's like, I don't know like what to do. I'm being pitched course after course. I'm lost. The One Funnel Away challenge is way too crazy. I can't keep up. And I always say like, it's funny because your audience is you. Like they would see themselves in you and they follow you because they resonate well. So have those moments of vulnerability, open up, don't fake it till you make it like most people do. I think my tribe follows me more than the average tribe because in the beginning I wasn't lying and telling them, oh, I'm making all this money. I was showing them, hey guys, I'm negative in my bank account. Watch this though. I'm going to make it happen. And I believed in myself and they saw it start to happen. And I think that creates a powerful story. And then people are always like, well, I have no experience. I have no skills. People aren't going to follow me if I don't have those skills. So I think that's such a false belief because once you start opening up and having those conversations and just like almost play the game where you could be the reporter, you could document the journey. People are going to start to respect you really quickly and just make yourself better every day. Go read a chapter in a book, right? Go read this, present the chapter to your group. Take 10 minutes to make a little slide presentation, teach them Dream 100. And they're gonna be like, oh my God, that's so crazy. That's cool. And you're educating yourself, educating them. It's not your content, but you're repurposing somebody else's content and teaching it the way you understand it. And most likely your tribe's going to like the way you teach things. So I think you could never run out of content to teach. People are like, oh, I have nothing to talk about in my group. There's millions of books. There's millions of trainings. There's millions of lessons you can learn every day. And don't talk about the good stuff. Talk about some of the bad stuff. Tell people why you're stuck. They're going to resonate with that and they're going to appreciate the honesty.
Oh yeah. And guys, if you want to be honest, message in the comments what you're struggling with and what is that truth to you and what is your mess. Because I think, it's when you step into it, that's when you realize, okay, like I'm being my most honest and people can resonate with that in me. And maybe they will follow you. When I started my journey, I literally was making $0 with like apps and stuff. Yeah. And when I made my first like $7, I took a picture of it and I was like, guys, this is
It's done. It's possible.
the beginning of something new. Yeah.
Yeah.
I started documenting that process in my other Facebook group, and people bought into it at $7 at the very beginning. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So even if you don't have a lot of pain, your pain could just be that you're such a beginner, that you don't know anything about whatever. But if they follow you along the journey, your wins will become their wins. And if you're just a few steps ahead of them, that's still very appealing for people to come in and join your world, because you're like right there and they want to get there and they're just like over here, which I think is very, very valuable. And I totally agree with you. You can help people shortcut in so many ways with not just your own program, but in books, in videos, in, you know, as long as you can provide that value, that collapsing of time, people would like totally go and invest in themselves for that. Hey, Timothy, looking forward to hearing your presentation next week. Oh, yeah. In Florida?
Yeah, presenting in Florida. The Marketers Elite. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah. Hey, Juan. Hey, Jade is like really.
She's crushing it, right? Yeah. Yes. 900 waiting to get in. That's big numbers. Keep that going. Once you hit a certain level in your Facebook group of activity, they're going to be suggesting you in the sidebar. That's why I also want to talk about traffic. Someone asked about traffic earlier. At one point, you're going to start seeing people join your group, and it's because they see that your group cover photo on the side of Facebook, and it's free organic. And I don't know how long they're going to keep doing that for. I mean, I think Facebook's going to catch on eventually and realize that these group owners are getting thousands of leads a month, and they're probably going to start to change that. So I would, if you're thinking about doing a Facebook group, get in now before they change their policies, because you see commercials for Facebook groups. You know something's coming. You know they're going to start monetizing it. So get in now while it's, you know, while it's still kind of on the up.
Well, it's like free traffic.
Yeah. So I bet you they're going to start pay to play kind of thing, like reach to your group members, like a Facebook page used to be. They made that switch now to pay to play as a business. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I think that Facebook is a corporation with shareholders. They need to make money, and they know groups is the future. So.
Well, absolutely. Like I think for any software company, they get a lot of eyes on something. And then once enough eyes are there, then they start monetizing it.
Yeah.
A lot of ways is through ads, sponsored. A lot of ways is that. Like ManyChat, we in the future, we might be paying for, I know we will be paying for broadcasts. Right now, broadcasts are free.
Yeah.
But in the future, they're going to charge you per broadcast, because they know that that's kind of like email, and email is being charged. So
that's right.
Yeah. And so didn't they change the mobile platform to be more Facebook group centric?
It looks better than it used to. Definitely. There's some updates coming in. Allows you to exit, yeah, definitely. I've noticed the units tab is easier to navigate. But it is different on mobile and desktop, not just from like obviously looking, but the way that your posts are laid out. Like it's kind of weird though, in a way, like my pin post isn't shown on the mobile. So sometimes like I wonder how far down it is, you know, but it's under the announcements tab, which some people don't know how to click on that. So, but I don't know. For me personally, I love desktop, and I'm always on my laptop. I'm hardly on Facebook on my phone. I just prefer a desktop layout. I think I get to like see visually more of what I'm looking at, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Chad. Hey, Jade has more questions, or what she's doing. I have over 10 fill out their email, but the rest automatically got approved until I figured how to stop the automatic approval. So they're waiting to be approved.
Yeah, I use obviously Kim software, but I don't have it set to every hour or anything like that. I manually want to do it because I want to see who's coming into my group. I want to see the people that are coming in. So it's still automatic. It's a lot easier. It still automates the process of going to your autoresponder, but you get to be in more control. So that's what I would recommend doing. It takes you like 20 minutes a day. It's not even that much time.
Yeah.
100.
Guys, hashtag 100.
100.
100. Hashtag 100 if you're
100.
here. And smash the heart button. And let us know, ask us questions about, let us know your niche. So we could go and look at it and see if there's like a unique way of doing it. I feel like if your webinar process works, that's what people should implement. They should have their own webinar for the first pinned post. For my pinned post, it's kind of all over the place. I just pin my offers now and then people go and they purchase my software. So what I do is I have a group around group growth, which is all about GroupConvert, but I made it from not being all about GroupConvert from being all about GroupConvert to about group growth. And when I switched that, and then in the questions, this is inspired by you actually, I wrote, do you have GroupConvert?
Yes.
If not, click here.
Yeah, perfect.
That click leads them to the page, but now I'm thinking, it should lead them to a webinar, It should lead them to something where they hear my story and then they buy something along the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was inspired by you, and that actually increased my conversions the organic way a lot. So thank you, Doug.
You got it. Thank you. You've helped me with that awesome Chrome extension that you made for me. My people love that. I post an offer to the extension once a month, and only people that have that extension get that access to that bonus. So people are enticed to have my real estate on their desktop. So I love that.
Oh yeah. So the extension Doug is mentioning is called My Own Extension, and it's available at myownextension.com. And you can have your own kind of like desktop real estate, your own digital business card. Because the reality is when you are a content creator, you go from a consumer into a creator, you start creating all these things like $7 offers and $97 offers and all these different offers and memberships. And, after a while you look back and you're like, oh my God, and people are asking you, Kim, what was that thing? Or like, Doug, what was that other thing? What's the link for that thing and that thing? So the Chrome extension is meant to solve that problem. Yeah. So if you have a follower, make them sticky to all the offers that you have it on their desktop. And for the most part, they're not crazy like me with 1 million Chrome extensions. They only have like 2 or 3, literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a really good tool. And
it helps me. I have multiple Facebook groups, and people are like, Doug, I can't find all your stuff. It's like, I don't know what I'm looking for. So I said, get this Chrome extension. It's got all my groups listed. It's what each group is about. It's got all my offers, all my links. And I think it's just amazing. So I'm like, whenever you're ready to sign up for this, it'll be right there in the Chrome waiting for you.
Yeah. And I do have people who say, oh, send me an email. Send me an email about that thing. So you know what? I'm going to send them a Chrome extension download. Boom. No more emails. You need to get this Chrome extension no matter what, all the time. Jade is like, cool, Jade. I love your participation. You're so cool.
It's a sticker.
All right, so we have 9 minutes left, and we're going to wrap it up. If you guys have a niche, let us know in the comments what you're doing. Jade is doing happiness. She's doing life coaching. She has all these expert people in her group. And she's also a really vibrant personality. So it's like
that's why her group's growing so fast.
Yeah, she's like hardcore going at it.
Yeah. Hey, that's how you got to be. You got to want it.
Oh, Jade asked, can I set up a link for members to click on to receive their free gift if they missed out? Is it possible to do a post in my group and it automatically adds them to my email list? What do you think of that?
Let's see. I don't know. This is the thing. So people are always like, how come you don't use landing pages to collect email addresses? Well, here's the thing. Like my opt-in form is my group application. When they fill out those 3 questions, they have to give me their email address, which goes to my autoresponder automatically. So I never send people to a landing page to collect a name and email address because I already have all their information. So for me, I don't collect emails because the group does it for me. And all my offers, I just send them directly to my bridge page, or I send them to an affiliate link. So, or if it's my own product, like now I'm finally selling my own products, like my master classes and my core offer, I have a landing page that I send them to, a sales page essentially. So, yeah, I don't know. I think you should be collecting their email address when they go to join your group. I don't think you should, everyone that's in your group, you should already have their email address is what I'm saying. If you want, you could put your free gift, a direct link to that gift, and have that go to wherever it's a PDF, or maybe a bot delivers it. So that's a great bot growth strategy. You could have your link, say, click here to claim this lead magnet, and they click the link to go get the lead magnet, and they have to click to subscribe to get that delivered, which is super easy to set up, by the way. But I would focus more on building your bot subscriber, because your email list is already naturally growing through the Facebook group application process.
Yeah, the first link that I give to people when they enter a group is a chat bot, mini chat URL, and that's where they need to click to get their freebie.
Yeah.
So they have to be botted to grab their freebie if they want it. So,
yeah.
But I mean, some people don't want it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's fine. But for you, you send them straight to the webinar, right? You don't bot them into a webinar?
I don't. Nope. Yeah, the only thing I have for my bot is in my welcome post, click here to get notified when I go live. And then they click there, they subscribe, and then I do my broadcast before I go live. I don't broadcast a lot because I know for me personally, I get so many bot broadcasts, and I don't take anything serious from that person anymore. At least when people know I'm sending a bot out, it's very far and few between. They know it's like fire training. And I only promote like my top trainings, my top interviews. I don't hit the bot subscription every time I go live. So,
yeah. I actually do a bot every time I interview someone.
It's good though, because people like interviews. People want to go pick the brains of people that are doing the things they want to do and learn from their shortcuts. And I think that this is what it's all about. If you're struggling in affiliate marketing, just take a few of the things I mentioned today and go and create offers the way you should create offers. You can basically find out what is that offer creating that's an issue, and your bonus to sign up to that offer could be that problem solution. So that's something I encourage people to do.
Oh man, I'm gonna create a whole Facebook group for app creators or people who want to.
Yeah.
So far I have a closed private paid one, but
yeah,
this conversation has inspired me to make
use it as your free pool to graduate them to the next step, and you know what it's all about. Anyone could do it. You could do it better than most. So yeah, I think you'll crush it with that technique.
Interesting. I'm so glad that we connected, Doug.
Yeah, I love talking to you. You're good. You're good people.
Thanks. Hey, Felix.
And you're fun to watch. I like watching your interviews.
Oh, thanks. Hey, Felix. Hey, Michael. Hey, guys. #3. If you are here and getting value from this. Michael says, Doug makes sense. Thanks, Michael. Hey, Alan. Jade says, let us in, Kim.
Cool.
All right. Hey, Felix. Hey, guys, if you have questions, Greg just says, connecting people with 1% daily interest on their investment and social media are my niches. Okay, so that's niches, Greg. That's Greg's niche. Connecting people with 1% daily interest on their investment and social media growth hacking software creation. So are you serving people who want to grow their social media, Greg? That's the way I know how to get in on the actual lives, Kim. Oh, me sending out the bot? Yeah, people wouldn't even know. If I don't send a bot, I don't think I would get so many people coming in if it's like random. Jeffrey Clump says 3. Cool, Jeffrey. Yeah, I don't know, Greg. Is your niche like daily interest, 1%? I don't even know your niche. That's kind of
now in your community. I know. I mean, I feel like we're all in the same kind of realm, obviously. So it's like, is your community ClickFunnels centric? Would a free ClickFunnels course help them? Would they be interested in that? because I know a lot of people coming in, it's not hard to learn ClickFunnels, but a lot of people have a learning curve. Like any software is a learning curve. So if there's anybody in this community that wants a free ClickFunnels course, it's all the tutorials on how to integrate. It's straight to the point tutorials. It's very tech oriented, and I make it super easy for you to learn how to do integrations and set up sales funnels. And I could send you to that free course if you are interested. How about a hashtag, oh dang? Oh dang.
Hashtag oh dang.
Hashtag oh dang. If you want that course, I'll send it your way.
That's like partially my last name in there.
Yeah. Oh dang. Yeah. So if that could help anybody, let me know. That's what I have to offer. It's kind of my specialty is ClickFunnels and things like that. So
Jeffrey says, this question is for both of you. Who, in your opinion, is the best teacher in affiliate marketing? Yourself?
Oh, man. Well, this is a thing. I think it depends on what you're learning. Like, honestly, I really looked up to Spencer. Obviously, he's the #1 ClickFunnels affiliate. The guy's done over $1 million in ClickFunnels. However, he uses a very strategic paid strategy that he's, in my opinion, overtaught now. Everyone knows his strategy, so everyone's doing it. It got so bad that ClickFunnels had to ban bidding on keywords that are ClickFunnels trademarked. So, people are spending $25,000 to hit Dream Car. Yeah, they were doing it quick, but honestly, the way I did it, I think I did it faster than most people. I did it 66 days with a Facebook group with no paid ads. And it's because of the way I structure my questions. I ask people, do you have ClickFunnels? Everyone that says no, I would reach out to and build a relationship and say, when you're ready to sign up for ClickFunnels, come see me. Here's my support. Here's my offer. And I think that right there is the #1 reason I hit the Dream Car that quickly. So, and it's not too late to do this for yourself, guys. Like the people think, oh, everyone's doing this, but there's 90,000 people inside of ClickFunnels. That means that there's millions and millions of entrepreneurs and business owners that don't even know what the hell ClickFunnels is. So just because you see Kim and you see all of us doing the same thing, we think we're a huge group. We're a drop in the bucket. And if you just think outside of that box, you could, oh my God, you could crush ClickFunnels affiliate. You could crush it.
Yeah, and I say the same thing to those who enter my world doing apps. They're like, well, there's all these other apps that are already existing. How can I even win? I'm like, yeah. Some of my clients have 100 subscribers or 130, and they're making like $4,000 a month extra. Like, think about that. Only a few hundred people paying every single month, and you're making enough to pay a mortgage. Like, for you, it's like every single person who comes in is $100, and so you only need 30 people, 40 people to come in, and you're making a good amount. So it's like the world is huge.
Yeah. And people just have such limited mindset that, and it's not their fault. We try to avoid the pain and go towards pleasure, but sometimes you have to have a little bit of pain to get to that pleasure. And I think that, the pain of not doing the things you want to do in this life, that's a hard pain when you're, let's say 50, 60, 70 years old and you're looking back and you didn't accomplish the things you wish you had. That's painful. Do the painful thing now that you think is painful. That's actually not even that difficult. Get out of your own mind. Stop making up excuses and just take one step and put one foot in front of the other, and you'll see progress. And just work towards it every single day. Know what your year goal is. Find out what you have to do each month and each week to do that, and then map out your days. And you don't have to kill yourself. You could do an hour a day, and that's better off than doing 99% of what people are doing right now. So just take little actions every single day, and I know you can have success no matter what avenue you're trying to approach when it comes to making money online.
Yeah, and here's what fuels me. Here's a trick that I use. I know that 99% of the people are going to stop here. Yeah. If you do the little bit of extra, you stay up a little bit more, you do that one little extra thing, then you're ahead of everyone. Yeah. And it's not hard to do that. It's just not letting all the voices that's like, oh, I should relax. I had a hard day. It's long, all these things, because to break out of your current thing, that stretch is mentally big, but physically not that big. It's physically not that great. So it makes me feel like, okay, I am going to do this extra thing everyone else probably won't do, and I'm going to win. And that gives me positive motivation to work harder instead of saying, ugh, I have to do this because, you know, I have to make this work or else I can't pay the bills. You know, it feels like a lot more negative energy. But if you're like, you know what, if I do this extra thing, I know a lot of other people won't do it. So I'm going to end up ahead. And, you know, so that's my trick. What's your trick, Doug? What do you do?
So here's the thing. I just actually did a live today because I have been MIA in my group for like 3 weeks. I just couldn't get myself to go live. I had blockage. I was stuck. And I said, I did a training. My training was called 6 actionable steps you could do today to get unstuck. And number 1 was change your environment. So if you guys look around my office, like I cleaned, I threw away garbage bags full of like filing cabinet stuff I had, all my drawers, my junk drawers. I bought plants. I got these like plants over here and here now. I got this board. I got this nice chair. I'm like sitting comfy now. I used to be on a wooden chair, guys. So I say, yeah, there you go. Change your environment. And if you can't afford to go buy computer screens and chairs, like just clean, make it like you want to be in your office. Yeah. Nice. And then number 2 is, you know, do something for yourself. If you're feeling stuck, just go do something for yourself. Like go to the spa, go just walk the beach, go hike, just take some time to yourself and get clear. Number 3 is hire help. It doesn't have to be expensive. Like we were talking about assistants earlier that are super cheap to hire. Hire someone to help you with the things. And then number 4 is get a mentor. This is the like most powerful thing for me was getting a mentor. It changed my everything. Like people always say that. I always thought it was because they're trying to sell their mentoring, but no, I swear to God, like everything just changed for me when I hired my mentor. And then number 5 is systems. Get organized on your computer. Sometimes you hate sitting at your computer because it's so unorganized. Organize your folders. Organize your Google Drive, or if you use Dropbox, I like Google. And then the last one, number 6, is use your schedule. Like live by your schedule. Your days become super clear. You're not scattered. Like I didn't go live for 3 weeks because I was scattered. I had no system. So, you know, last week I did all those 6 steps. And now, like, if you look at, I'm ready to crank out content. I'm ready to go. So, you know, it helped me.
That is so good. That is so good, Doug. I love everything you said, especially the mentor one, because I feel like we don't know what we don't know. And we could live the rest of our lives walking in the wrong direction. And that's why people pay for programs. That's why people pay $5,000, $10,000, $30,000, $100,000 even to have someone who's been where you want to go and is willing and kind enough to create a space to help get you there. And not only the space, but also the environment of all these other people wanting to do what you want to do. And some of them are succeeding and giving you that, you know, it's so healthy to be in that environment, because as an entrepreneur, you're alone. It's lonely. And if you join a mentorship program or you get a mentor, most likely they'll have an environment for you to step into. And that has been game-changing for me, for sure.
100%. And it's like, usually when you look for a mentor, you want to find someone who's had the results that you have, your core values align. And it's kind of like, I won't say cheating because it's like a weird word, but like they've struggled. They've gone through the hardships. Like you are cheating by learning the secrets from them. And then another thing, like I'd never paid $5,000 for anything, not even a vehicle. And for me to put that money out that I did not have, it put a fire under my ass to move. Like when I put that money out that night, I was like, I got to make this money back. I'm going to go and just launch this thing. And I launched it and I did $35,000. I would have never made that kind of money in a week in my life. But because of the pressure and because of that investment and the resources and the accountability that was provided, like that's what it's all about. And I think that's what the strongest thing is I could recommend to somebody.
Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what's funny? I've been in masterminds where the guy, like, not in it, but like at the live events where the guy has 35 credit cards that he maxed out in order to get into, like, in order to keep on learning from all these masterminds. And there
Yeah.
was this guy, his name was Jonah, and he's a dating and relationship coach. And I'm like, wait, why did you make $37,000 last month? How? You know, going from all this credit card debt. He's like, because I spent 5,000 here, 10,000 there, 10,000 there to learn from the best of the best in the field.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I could find one shortcut, I could try and devour all of them. And in me is the power of all those teachings. And that's how I could sell at that level, like
Absolutely.
for him to say that. And it makes me think about all these people entering into the field of getting their own programs, making their own programs. It just changed, rewired the way I thought of things. I was like,
Yeah.
man, I would never do that to myself, you know? But hey, he's like coming out ahead. So it's so inspiring to me. What putting a fire under your butt will do if you like
Yeah.
commit financially.
Yeah, and even like hiring my brother full time, like I felt bad because I was scared to hire him full time, and like he's like, well, I either need to go get a real internship or I need to work full time because I have expenses, and I'm like, all right, and I was scared. I bit the bullet and I hired him full time, but that's another thing that put pressure on me to go and produce, generate more revenue for the business. So I think like getting uncomfortable, it really puts you in a position where your back's against the wall, and when that happens, like we're human, we are here to survive and then thrive. So like when you do that, it really triggers that mentality from being a consumer to a producer. You have to produce. So I think it's something everyone should do.
All right, let's
Yeah.
wrap this up. Well, I didn't see all these. Doug, can you tell us who your mentor is?
Yeah, he was on earlier. His name's Andrew Cruzy. Check out Digital Marketing for Entrepreneurs. He's legend.
Jade says, "Pay me. I will change your world."
Now that's take my money. Take my monies. I like that. Good pitch. Who wants some of that?
All right, guys. Well, we are at the end of this 1 hour plus interview. And if you guys got a lot of value from Doug, where can they find you, Doug?
Sure. My Facebook group is Sales Funnel Mastery. Check it out.
Sales Funnel Mastery. Go into his Facebook group, watch his webinar. How long is your webinar?
It's actually no longer running. After the leaderboard ended, I kind of like took down that webinar, but it was about I think it was about 45 minutes or an hour. It's still in the videos tab in the group, so you can go watch if you're curious. Go check it out. I don't know if I'm going to continue to promote the OFA. I don't know what's going to happen. Like I've got my own programs now, and I got my course launching, my coaching programs launching. So I think my focus has kind of evolved now, but I might still produce something on the back end if people really want to buy through my link. I'm not going to say no, you know what I mean? But yeah, check out my group. Happy to help with anything ClickFunnels or Sales Funnels related for you guys.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Love it. All right. So, Doug, I'm going to click end live video and then I'll say goodbye to you.
All right, cool. Thanks everybody for watching.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, yeah. If you liked that video, then you will love all the resources that I have over at kimcdang.com. That is KIMCDANG.com. There you will find all my courses, my extensions, all the offers that I have, as well as a lot of free resources if you are just getting started.